You ever have one of those mornings where you're just trying to get the yard mowed before the sun turned your shirt into a sweat, rag maybe, humming along to Credence on your busted old earbud and an entire convoy of SUVs rolls up and tries to steal your house? Yeah, that happened. You could say it was a misunderstanding, but the truth it was war, and I was the last man standing between a pack of clipboard-wielding strangers and the land I busted my back to keep. So picture this. It's Saturday, early, the kind of Texas morning where the grass smells sharp and the mower sounds like a dying chainsaw. I'm halfway across my front yard, sweat running down my neck, when I catch a glimpse of something moving past my mailbox. Not a raccoon this time. No, first comes a glossy black SUV, then a white minivan with Willow Realty Group slapped on the side like it's something to be proud of. Two more SUVs cruise up behind them, slow and deliberate, like they're leading a funeral for my peace and quiet. I kill the mower, one earbud dangling, and just squint at this parade. The minivan door slides open. Guess who? Karen. Of course, it's always a Karen, right? HOA president, self-appointed queen of the subdivision. The woman who spent 3 years trying to act like my house is somehow part of her little fiefdom. Never mind that I've got a deed blessed by the state of Texas itself, notarized and signed in triplicate, saying she's got no claim. She doesn't care. She's marching up my drive, linen blazer, wedge heels, looking like she's about to hand me an eviction notice wrapped in a perfume ad. Behind her comes the realtor, stuffed into a blazer that might have fit him in high school, a couple who look like cash buyers from Dallas, and a flock of people with clipboards and Starbucks cups, like they're about to host a parade or a property exorcism. Karen blows past my gate. Yeah, I left it unlocked because, silly me, I didn't expect to wake up to a hostile takeover on a Saturday. She spots me, pauses, looks me up and down like I'm a stray dog that wandered onto her lawn. "Oh, you're still here," she says, checking her watch, dripping with that special kind of HOA disappointment. "You had until last night at 1 a.m. to vacate. We discussed this. Like how we did." She starts waving a file around. "You're served. This property's been designated for transition under HOA Article 17C. It's a communal development lot now, and this is a scheduled viewing. Please don't interfere." I just stare at her, sweat dripping down my face, mower still humming. "Lady, you're trespassing. If another foot touches my grass, I'm calling the sheriff." She doesn't blink. The realtor pipes up, big plastic smile. "Mr. Bowen, I'm Clint from Willow Realty. Thanks for your cooperation in this transition phase." I blink back. "You're thanking me for selling a house I never put up for sale?" Karen jumps and claims my property was forfeited because I didn't renew some parcel usage declaration. She says it defaulted into HOA hands after 18 months. Says it's all on record. I nearly laugh. I paid my taxes 3 days ago. I've been living here, planting tomatoes, fixing fences. This is my land. Bought it straight at a state auction 6 years back. The so-called buyers exchange nervous glances. The realtor tries to keep it peppy. It'll be a meditation pavilion soon. A walking trail. I'm thinking the only thing meditative about this is how calm I'm staying with all these folks trampling my tomatoes. So I pull out my phone, call the sheriff. "This is Jared Bowen out on Ridge Lane. Got 6 strangers in my yard claiming it's for sale. Send someone fast." Karen raises her voice so her audience can hear. "You had your chance to vacate. Courtesy windows closed. That's on you." Buyers are already in my backyard, measuring my deck, one lady in heels walking my gravel like she owns it. I shut the gate. Nobody's going anywhere else on this property. You're done here. Next person through gets to explain it to the sheriff. Karen's finally rattled. The realtor tries smoothing it over, but I'm past that. "You're standing on land I paid for in cash, not under HOA control. Either you leave or the cops make you." Karen steps in, all teeth. "You can't stop progress, Mr. Bowen. The community's spoken." "Yeah." I tell her, "Well, I'm not part of your community. I'm the guy with the deed." And that's when things start to shift. She's got nothing. They start backing away, little by little, like they just realized maybe this wasn't the open house they signed up for. But I'm not moving. I want every second of this circus on the record. Sheriff rolls up, turns out it's Deputy Lom, a straight shooting guy I remember from my days as a process server. He steps out, tips his hat. "Morning, Jarrett. You want to tell me what's happening?" I gesture at the caravan. "These folks are hosting a real estate open house on my property. Say it's been forfeited to the HOA. Karen jumps in, waving a mountain of paperwork. "He's non-compliant. This property's now community managed." Lom's not impressed. "You got county paperwork?" She offers him her stack. Looks like it came hot off her garage printer. He flips through it, face getting harder. "Ma'am, this is all private HOA stuff. No signatures from the assessor or registrar. This is an illegal deed. You can't just vote on it and claim it's yours." Karen insists it's a community-level thing, that the county just ratifies their decisions. Lom just shakes his head. "You got anything from the county clerk saying this is forfeited?" She hesitates. "That process is ongoing." I nearly laugh out loud. Translation: never. I hand Lom my tax receipts, my deed, my registration. Everything's paid. Everything's current. I've lived here the whole time. Lom checks it all out. "This is a private residence. Y'all are trespassing. Leave now." The realtor tries to argue, showing off a pre-sale contract. Lom stares at him like he just confessed to robbing a bank. "You got a sale contract for a house that isn't yours to sell?" The guy goes pale. Karen hisses, "This isn't over. Our lawyer will be in touch." I tell her, "Tell him to bring crayons so he can draw me where in the law you think you own my house." Lom orders everyone off the property. Karen's last to go, her face tight as piano wire. "This is harassment," she spits. "You'll regret this. Try another stunt," I tell her, "and you'll regret not knowing which prison has AC." She smirks, but I see her flinch. Sheriff tells me to keep my paperwork close and call him direct if they try again. When he leaves, I just stand there in my wrecked, half-mowed yard, watching the tire tracks fade. I don't sleep much that night. Not because I'm scared, because I know Karen doesn't back down. She just gets sneakier. Next morning, 6 a.m., I'm parked outside the county office, thermos in hand. I want to know if there's anything fishy filed on my land. The clerk, Elliot, finds my deed, tax history all clean. But there's a recent document submitted by Karen's HOA claiming my property was abandoned and flagged for community redevelopment. Not official. County flagged it as unauthorized, held it for review. I get a certified copy, then head to zoning. A sharp lady named Lynn looks up my address, shakes her head. "You're a legacy parcel state auction, exempt from HOA. But they've tried twice to annex it. Both times, rejected." She pulls up an internal memo. "Target for eventual acquisition." My stomach drops. They wrote that in black and white. So they're trying to steal my house through paperwork? I ask. "That's one way to put it," she says. By noon, I'm on the phone with my lawyer, Sandra, meaner than a snake with a hangover. I send her every document, the fake filings, zoning notes, sheriff's report. She gets back to me quick. They've done this before. 2 other homeowners, one sold under pressure, one still fighting in court. "You're not the first, but you might be the last if we do this right." That night, I pull every inspection, every permit, every last receipt. I add new cameras, lock the meter box, set motion sensors on the back gate. I'm done playing nice. Next day, Sandra texts. "We have a pattern. Not just my case. All the fake notices, same format, same fake signatures. The board members don't exist. Meetings were faked, some dated on public holidays when the office was closed. The same realtor was listed as exclusive partner on all of them. It's a scam pipeline," Sandra says, "and if we tie Karen to it, it's a felony." She files for public records, serves the county, bypasses Karen entirely. The docs are damning fake names, identical meeting minutes, all traced back to Karen's header. Metadata says the files were all created on the same day. Zoning requests rejected, but they'd already tried to auction my house through their realtor. I call the sheriff, file a complaint, tip off the local news. Reporter comes out, gets the whole story on camera. Segment airs blows up overnight. Neighbors start reaching out. Turns out Karen's been doing this to others too. Sandra files an injunction. The court grants it. Next day, Karen gets served at her door. Neighbor says she slammed it so hard the porch shook. A day later, I catch a guy taking pictures of my fence. Says he's updating HOA boundaries. I hand him the injunction, point to the sign, he leaves without another word. That night, Sandra calls. The fraud goes back years. Your case is the tip of the spear. We're taking them down. She files a lawsuit, Karen, the HOA, the realtor, all of them. Story goes national. Karen tries to settle, brings a consultant to my porch, offers me a payout if I'll drop the case. I laugh. This isn't about money. I already paid for this land with my own hands. It's not for sale, never was. Right then, the sheriff shows up again, hands Karen summons. Karen turns white. Next thing, her accountant comes forward, turns over a flash drive loaded with proof of years of fraud, embezzlement, fake meetings, even a spreadsheet labeled property absorption schedule. My house was phase 1. Sandra hands it all to the DA. Now we're talking criminal charges. 2 investigators show up, take my statement, gather everything. Turns out the DA's already watching another HOA in the next county. Same scam, same realtor. Judge issues a restraining order, everything freezes. Karen's on news, then she's just gone. Disappeared, car missing, HOA fund raided. But doesn't last. U.S. Marshals grab her, trying to cross state lines. She's booked, no bail. At the emergency hearing, Karen in cuffs, the judge lays it out. My property was never part of the HOA. All their actions void, everything frozen. The city tears down their fake signs. Karen's assets get seized. Turns out she stole over $700,000, hiding money in Arizona under fake landscaping contracts. Her own board testifies against her. She gets 15 years, no parole. I'm at the verdict. She won't look at me. I don't need her to. A week later, I install a 12-foot wrought iron fence. Cameras on every post, copper sign at the gate. Not your HOA's backyard. Trespassers will face federal charges. Folks slow down when they drive by. Maybe they remember the story. Maybe they're just curious. But this isn't about a yard or a house anymore. It's about standing your ground, not letting someone in a blazer and a clipboard rewrite your life with a pen and a lie. So here I am, every Saturday, shorts and a tank top, mowing my own grass. And let me ask you, if someone tried to take what's yours, would you fight back or would you walk away? Tell me down below, because in the end, justice only works if we all show up for it.